What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how you can plan a successful trip to Amsterdam like I did. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to go ahead and link it in the description box as well as up here so you guys can check that out first and then come back to this video, okay? So first I want to start this video off with 5 reasons why I think Amsterdam is the easiest city internationally to travel. Number 1, everyone speaks English. I don't know if this is a requirement in their school systems, but everyone speaks English. It's one of those things where even if you don't speak Dutch and you speak Spanish or you speak French or another language, you probably speak English and you can rely on that as well. For those of you who are watching the closed captions, hi guys, how are y'all? Number 2 is that they have what I consider to be one of the most well-developed public transit systems that I've ever been on. A lady told us on the train that they had just renovated, okay, she didn't tell us, I was listening, that they had just renovated about 3 years or so ago, or was it 3 months? Something like that. It's brand new and it's very functional. You can get to and from just about anywhere you want to go. Number 3 is that it's like a big little city. So then that makes traveling by train or the bus really, really easy. Also by the bike, if you decide that you want to go the bike route. Personally, I like the outdoors, but when we went, it was freezing cold. It was Christmas time, so we did not do that. And I was with my mom. If I was with someone else, then maybe. And they have bike lanes all throughout the city. So I know how Atlanta is, where some areas have bike lanes, some areas don't. In Amsterdam, everywhere you go has a bike lane. So just make sure you don't step in them or you might get run over. So yeah, they have train systems. They have really well developed transportation routes for you guys to get around. The other thing that I really loved is that there's Wi-Fi everywhere. So as an example, when you go internationally, sometimes your phone may not work depending on what plan you have. My phone doesn't work on international. It's like a low data situation, so I can't navigate anywhere. I can make phone calls, I can send text messages, but I can't navigate anywhere specifically. So when you go a walk around, there's like a coffee shop or a cafe almost on like every corner. Just hook up to their Wi-Fi, kind of route whatever public transit you need, and then you can see exactly what train, bus, whatever it is that you need to hop on, where to walk, yada yada. So that was actually really, really helpful. And yeah, I got around pretty easy. One of the things that I probably should mention about Google Maps, because you're probably like, well, what happened when you walked away from the Wi-Fi? Did it all disconnect? Not necessarily. The way that Google Maps works for me is that as long as you follow the route that you're on, it'll just kind of keep going. But if you reroute yourself and you're not following the route, then it'll just be a situation where it just stops working and you have to reconnect to a different Wi-Fi to try to get back on track. But as long as you're following it to a T, you should have no issues. You should be able to walk around and it still function even without you being on Wi-Fi. All right. What was that? That was number 4? Let's go to number 5. Number 5 would be that they have very friendly people. I don't know if it's because they are just free-spirited and very liberal to begin with. They're not very conservative people. I can tell you that much because there was a guy making super inappropriate jokes, and my mom doesn't look her age, so maybe he thought she was my sister or something, but it was like kind of cringy. So like an example would be like, you know, we went to this little dessert shop and I wanted a waffle, and he was like, what toppings? And don't forget that you can put the toppings all over me. And I'm like, oh, what? Then he says, I said peanut butter and banana, and he was like, okay, cool. Do you like your bananas long or small or something like that, big or small? And I was like cringing because my mom is standing right next to me. So that's also why, because I was with my mom, I did not go to the red light district. I didn't go to some of those other places either. I think it's just some things you just don't do with your parents. And some people do these types of things with their parents. I'm just not that chick. Yeah, I'm good on that. But basically, if you are looking to travel internationally and you're not exactly sure what would be the most beginner friendly, I think that Amsterdam is it. If you are looking for something that's not going to break the bank, Amsterdam isn't too expensive. It is more expensive than Portugal though. I think I told you guys before that I still believe Portugal is one of the least expensive cities, countries on the euro that you can visit. Whereas Amsterdam is a little bit more expensive than they are. Nothing too serious, but it's up to you what your preference is, if you're looking for something beginner friendly or if you're just looking for something that's not going to run your money down the drain like that. So that's all I really have to say about Amsterdam, you guys. Well, this brings me to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you guys have any additional questions about Amsterdam, go ahead and comment them below, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Until next time, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.